Why is clear interpretation crucial for biofeedback data? Imagine trying to fix a car without understanding what the dashboard lights mean. That's what it's like when biofeedback data isn't interpreted clearly. When we measure signals like heart rate, muscle tension, or brain waves, we need to make sense of what those signals really tell us. If the data is confusing or misread, it can lead to wrong actions or ineffective treatments. That's why clear interpretation is so important. Biofeedback involves collecting complex physiological signals that can look like a jumble of numbers or graphs. These signals need to be processed and turned into simple, understandable feedback for users. For example, if someone is trying to lower their stress, they need to see visual cues like a graph showing their heart rate going down. If that data isn't interpreted correctly, they might think they are relaxing when they are not. Accurate interpretation helps users see real progress and understand what they need to do next. In neurotechnology, where devices measure brain activity or nervous system responses, clear interpretation makes sure the data reflects true physiological states. It helps distinguish between actual signals and noise or artifacts that can distort the results. For instance, if a device shows a high level of brain activity, proper interpretation can tell if it's due to genuine focus or just interference from external noise. This accuracy is vital for making reliable decisions about therapy or training. Biofeedback data can also be used to give real-time feedback, like sounds or visuals, to help users learn self-control. If the feedback isn't clear or accurate, users might get confused or frustrated. They might try to control something that isn't actually changing or miss the signals that show they are improving. Clear interpretation ensures that the feedback is meaningful and guides users effectively. Another key point is that good interpretation supports scientific and clinical standards. When data is understood correctly, it makes it easier to measure progress, compare results, and adjust treatments. This consistency helps establish biofeedback as a trusted method for managing issues like anxiety, high blood pressure, or chronic pain. Clear interpretation also boosts user engagement. When feedback is easy to understand, users are more likely to stay motivated and continue their practice. It helps them see their efforts paying off, which encourages ongoing use. Plus, well-interpreted data helps researchers improve biofeedback tools and develop better training protocols. In short, without clear interpretation, biofeedback data loses its power. It's the key to transforming raw signals into useful information that guides learning, self-regulation, and effective treatment. When data is understood correctly, it opens the door to better health outcomes and more reliable neurotechnology tools.